Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your channel, Sidescraper here. Today we are looking at the NAR playing in the tier 7 German medium tank, the Panther 1. Now Nanar is somebody who has taken this vehicle and turned it into an art of armor perfection. He's very good, he's very proficient in this vehicle. I've never really succeeded in the Panther. I got through it, got on with it. I was one of those chaps who bought the Panther 88 way back when, didn't really enjoy it. We're going to see what it looks like when somebody really finds a passion for this vehicle and like really enjoys playing with the Panther tank. The Panther tank originally was designed by Germans just to counter the T-34 on the Eastern Front back in 1943. T-34 was a bit of a formidable tank just due to the angled armour. I'm going to follow now, see how a tank can work well when somebody knows it. It's like just some of the Japanese masters where they'll be cooking, they'll be blacksmith and anything else. Even nowadays, they'll spend their life and their dedication to one task to master that. Even if it's like making doodles, it can be making soup in restaurant owners. Some of the best Michelin chefs are these masters. Anyway, so the Panther tank isn't too bad really. What you're looking at with penetration, 75mm. You got 135mm of damage, 198 penetration with standard ammunition, APCR 244 penetration, and no HE, but average penetration 38, average damage 165. So it's basically a sniper tank. It's quite large if you look at it. That's pretty significant size-wise, isn't it? It does have slight sloping, but WoT tanks doesn't really do much in the way of realism, but it is still a very strong tank. Let's see what Happy does here. So it's coming against majority T6, T7s, so it is quite a strong matchup. The armour can be effective, sometimes not. Straight through the super Hellcat, obviously. No real armour. Look at that reload. It's quite snappy, isn't it? I always forget about how quickly this does reload. Got 92% max specs on this vehicle. It's coming up for Sidescrape. Anybody knows, you angle your armour coming off, he's destroying the building in front of him just so he's able to get some shots onto anybody else who's going to be pulling up from the A line, up to A8, A9. His mate in the SP1C, IC, whichever, Spick, has just been nailed by the God, that weird vehicle. And fuck hell, 3 appear at once. It's like buses in England. He's shooting the budgie. Cromwell B is quite a formidable vehicle. Good, very good penetration, very good reload. Coming up one at a time, which is extremely nice. Not able to get through the tracks. You can see the red mark there. He's able to get straight through here though. 130 damage, and he's just ripping his Cromwell B a new one. Not sure if he didn't have a repair kit. I tell him he's just got assisted. M44 ended up finishing on the kill. Cromwell B. The enemy Comet is just drowned. Not sure where that was. And the IS, for some reason, isn't really pushing hard. He's just sitting back and allowing himself to be chomped on. Like a dog going, oh no, KV2 is coming up the hill, and that's something that you don't really want to see in any vehicle, especially not with 796 health, or 756. Not sure why he peaked so much. Oh yeah, well I suppose with KV2 you don't really get much in the way of depression, do you? Has he fired? Is this pre-aiming? He's reversed into a Cromwell B, so he's going to be stuck there, and he's now dead. IS is dead as well. That's all 4 of them dead on top of the hill. The budgie has dropped down. It's only got 65 health though, so he's not going to be able to make much of a difference, is he? Not really there, Batman. T-34 100 looks like he's dropped down the depression down here in the EF7 area. Fortunately with a T-34 100 it doesn't have any depression. There's not going to be able to do much in there. The M4A1 FL10 is that weird Sherman and with the turret on top of it from the... Oh, do you know what? I can't remember. Well, anyway, look at this. It's already up to the WN8 of 2,489 with 2,000 damage done so far and 826 spotting damage, which isn't too bad at all, is it really? They're going for some blind fires by the guy left. You can see the black mark showed up, which means he didn't hit it. He's already got a negative 22,000 for this battle for credits earned so far. Anybody spot, he's running food. 20,000. Looks like the Domino and the M4A1 is popping away and killing people. 2 quick succession kills. There he is. Oh, the Panther's not going to get depression. Not without peeking over that hill quite far. How do you fare with the pattern? Do you do well with it? Do you enjoy it? Did you just blitz through it? Did you free mark it just to get through? I was just looking to see if we get any shots. T-34's not been spotted in a while. Super Chaffee in the EBR Hotch are down in the lower fields. What do you reckon to the map of Mauling as well? You can see that it's got a stronger set of team here, but you know it's like when you play WoT tanks. Teammates don't always matter. It matters more how much damage output you can do to impact the game early on. Seems to be the way. Who's going to go for a blind fire here? Yep, blind shot on where he thinks the Super Chaffee is. If you look at it, he marked it on the map 60 to 40 metres away, then shot where the location was to see if we can get a hit. Quite cool. So the now is somebody who all of us, I would say. I'm sure if he had one of these tanks in real life, he'd rip out the insides of it and make it into a bed. And this would be his mobile home. I suppose it would be mobile if it's sat there. So they have an additional, if you look at the top of the screen, they're going to put the hit points. He needs to get another 258 damage, another 2 potential shots to be able to get high caliber. We have 3,498 health for the entire team. They have 4,394. A little bit more. Needs to be able to increase his damage quite a lot more though. Because if you look at, I quite like these modifications on there. Ooh, that was an unlucky one, but it detrapped him. Hopefully she'll be in the same place. You can find out what damage potential is still available. Mods can enhance. Ooh. This Panther is very good at sniping from long range, not very good at brawling. Side scraping, not too bad. So up to WN8 of 3,042 so far, with a damage of 2,453. Combined, what, 3,600 more or less. Hopkins. Oh, look at that. His gun's knackered. Look at that. 17 health left. Is he going to get nailed? He's now got high caliber. As long as he doesn't shoot anybody, shoot somebody, you lose high caliber. So he's up to 1 kill. Doesn't see much, does it? The amount of damage he's put out here. 2,600 damage. 17 health. Anybody goes and trumps near him, I'm sure his tank will implode and disappear in a black hole of death. The Panther was quite an effective tank. It was rushed into battle though back in Kursk in 1943. Can anybody remind me? Summer of 1943 something. A lot of mechanical failures, a lot of problems. Effectively, it should have been a very effective vehicle, but the Russians led a lot of the armour technology when fighting against with T-34. 4,300 WN8 so far. And if you ever want to get effective at being able to play a tank, the best way is to find out what your damage expectations are, find out what is needed, and just trying to achieve that level. That'll always help you improve. Because I'm going to do some videos coming up shortly where I could try to look at how can you get back into WoT tanks after a long time playing away, or not being able to play, whatever, and see how it works from that. So they only have a Dicker Max, a Hellcat and a Super Chaffee. KV-85 is going for spot. Obviously the NAR cannot spot with 17 health. Any HE, splash or anything else will just kill him. Looks like he's pulled back. The Allied team only has 730 health points, while the hostiles have 863. There's quite a few one-shots really, isn't it? So it can really go either way. I don't mind playing lost games as well as win games, as long as it is good content. If you've got any videos you want to send across, please do. So this is potentially where the Dicker Max was before. Gun has been repaired. The accuracy is significantly better. On the armour, oh seriously, you got a non-penetration or a hit on the Dicker Max. It didn't kill him. Well, the game has definitely shifted here. Super Chaffee though. could potentially wipe out this entire friendly team if you can spot and double bush, triple bush, whatever, shoot through them. I'm sure Nah should have a sixth sense on this. If he does, we'll find out if we are spotted by the super chappy, so at least we know where he is potentially. Look at this, yeah, every single one of these can be killed so quickly. Oh, 88 hit points. He made a mistake. So super chappy will not be pulling this one off then, I guess. And he sat still. Oh, that's showing so high. Why is the super chappy sat still? And that's oh, Celebi, I guess. That was a bit of an unfortunate one for super chappy. Shame he didn't just go and push down to engage or go for a slightly armoured target. Cromwell B would be a hard target to kill, wouldn't it? Which rate of fire. Same with the Panther. But anyway, let's look at the statistics so far. So, looking at this one on WoT replays, I'll put the link, or you can just look for the NAR on the site itself. $2,800 damage, 3 kills, 1,300 experience. Not too bad at all. Master, Ace Tanker, Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Confederate, which is hit more enemy vehicles than any other player on your team, at least 6. High caliber cause damage must be at least 20% of the total hit points of enemy vehicles. I don't think there was any gold fire in that game, was there? It was just standard. It was only the food that cost anything. How do you find this vehicle? Are you able to perform well? Is there anything that you do and do not like about it? The potential for 2112 is the damage per minute. Let's have a look at this. You have a damage 135, penetration 198. The armor modelling, when you look at it, it's 130, 80 at the lower. Turret seems to be very, very strong, but it's not. It's 122. So it can be penetrated anywhere, even when you're side-scraping. If you don't get your angle right, because you'll see this coming around the corner. Where are we? To get the gun in play, got to be here. So your gun is always going to be able to, so your arm is always going to be hit. I guess this is the best one you're going to be able to do. Yep. And you'll still have all this area here we could be shot at. Anyway, let's look at the next one. We are on Overlord. Pretty good tiering. Tier 7s and 6s again. The expected damage for this vehicle is 928. The NAR has done 827 games in this vehicle. There's a win rate of 2,407 and 58% win rate. As you can see, the teams are pretty even spread. A couple of greens, a couple of blues. You may ask, why do I bother looking at WA statistics and information? Well, basically, you know that if you're playing against a blue or purple player, you're going to be firing gold, so it makes you kind of react differently in different ways, different styles. Oh, this is a different skin. Let's look at it. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what it's going to be able to do on this map. It's going on the beach, which I'd never normally do, the 2-3 line. I'd never normally go on the beach. I'd normally hang around in this medium tank, maybe around 7 line, 0 line. But I'm not a professional, not a pro. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, really? Where did that go through? I didn't expect that. And to be honest, I didn't expect that shot to go through. That must have been a real pixel shot. He has an ARL 44 coming up behind him now, so he does have some sort of support. Leo's taken 2 hits. I guess Leo's got the small gun. I never know which with the Leo to go for the big gun, which is slow and sturdy, to go for the small gun. Oh, look at that accuracy, man! Straight through! Maybe I'd shoot an apple off somebody's head, wouldn't I? Sod the bow and arrow. Nice. Expect to bounce on there. IK-90B. Took a bit of a slap. That vehicle looks so weird. Lovely sloped armour, then it has that lovely flat plate straight in front of it. Awesome. So we're up to 781 damage. We only need another 2 hits really to be able to get theoretically the damage expectation for this vehicle as an average number on the server. 1 more hit, we are there. Efficiency of 676. Still only one chap behind him, but the Dicker, Max, sat on the hill behind him in J4, as you'll see, should be able to potentially help out as well. M44 secured the kill against the 90B. Strip 74 has just come up the hill as well, and that is, if you got it fully upgraded, that is such a strong vehicle at tier 6. I'm not sure why these chaps are sat here engaging, to be honest with you. I know that if I was in that, well, to be honest I wouldn't, but if I was in Leo, he should be pulling back, shouldn't he? Going for snipe shots himself instead of just sitting here and just duking it out with somebody he's not been able to penetrate. That's his first penetration damage he's done so far. Oh man, that Lanson isn't able to penetrate with 2 hits, even though he's firing gold. So the way that the Nart has angled his armour, let's look at this, going backwards and forwards, has been extremely effective. It's not something that I would have really thought about he should be able to do. A couple of tier 8s, mostly tier 7s. So the guard in his team, the ARL has already been killed behind him. The Lanson was squished. You have to think about the Panther tank though and how heavy it is, because it is quite a heavy vehicle. Because the damage it was able to do just from the ram, 280 damage on the Striv 74. Obviously small tank, tier 6 against tier 7. But this vehicle is huge. Do you see the size of it compared to the STRV 74? That game was pretty quick, wasn't it? 2700 damage. And he's going in reverse instead of turn around. I would always just turn around and go forward, to be honest with you. But in retrospect, isn't it? I don't think I'd ever do that when I'm actually playing the game. I just do exactly the same sort of thing. Hindsight. So WN8, look at the values down bottom. 7,473. There's a damage of 2 times, or nearly 3 times the amount required. That's not too bad. An extra 1,772. Big yawn incoming! Nice beach, nice. I think the now is going for a bit of crabbing here. Hopefully it's not got crabs. Never mind. So there's only 4 people left. I'm not sure what the GSOR must be AFK, because GSOR, the British TD auto reloading, takes 10 years, but is very effective when it doesn't hit you. Doesn't seem to be much in the way of the game at the moment. Oof, I do dislike that SU artillery 1714 too. It just hits so hard. GSOR must have the best camera rating in game. There he is. Oh, AFK. Entire game, seriously. Tier 8 AFK TD in this matchup. All tier 6s, can you imagine? How many times have you ever been in this sort of matchup where you're in the top 3 against tier 6s? 6s. I cannot recall the last time I had that pleasure, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's get back to the statistics, numbers. I hope these videos are alright. I'm getting back into it again. Apologies if there's anything you don't enjoy. I would appreciate any feedback. Smash the like or dislike. Let me know what you think to it. And spread the word. I'm trying to get back into it. I'll be doing some Twitch or YouTube or both. Streaming shortly. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's get back to the information. Information? Huh? The battle efficiency only really engaged 4 targets. Was able to farm them quite effectively with 2,701 damage. 3 kills. My walking impressed me young. Second place for experience though, not too bad. Where's the GSOR? No, the GSOR wasn't here. What? GSOR wasn't AFK? Am I looking at the wrong replay here? I thought GSOR was in team 2. Huh. Must be going bad. It's 534 damage. Was he a bot then? How on earth? Gotta look at these players down here. E25. Oh, such a strong vehicle. How did he get no damage? Feel sorry for the IK 90 Type B. He must have been struggling there to be able to penetrate. But why would you brawl in that vehicle anyway? No food, I guess, this time. Didn't notice. Did you guys? Anyway, what do you think of the videos? Let me know, and I'll see you out there soon. Goodbye.